Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Moonshot. And this is a rom-com in space! And this is an HBO Max original film from director Christopher Winterbauer, focusing on two young college kids who, the loved ones, one who he falls in love with, like, first time meeting, the other one who's been in a long-term relationship. There's the people that they have feelings for or connections with or romantic ties go off into space and they're stranded on Earth, and they decide they're going to get over whatever roadblocks they have and go into space to chase after them, and of course they fall for each other because it's a rom-com. And this film has Sprouse and Lana Condor, and the two of them have good chemistry together. They play well off of each other. I think they're fine leads in this film and what this film is asking of them, because right off the bat, like, this isn't like heavy-duty, high, like, depth-filled romance here. It's a teenage rom-com set in space. Like, you kind of expect what you're going to expect from this film, and I think both Sprouse and Condor do a really fine job. There's solid humor throughout. Some of the humor is kind of just stupid, and some of the situations are too obnoxious and lowbrow, but in many ways it does a really fine job of getting some laughs out of you. And in terms of, like, obviously you have the calm part of it, but you have the rom part of it. I feel like the romance elements in this film are so just plain and bland and just hitting all those tropes and cliches that you expect out of, like, a teenage rom-com or a college-age rom-com, that it's just like nothing feels particularly crazy. What makes this feel interesting and different is the fact that, like, it's in space. So, like, they're really leaning on those sci-fi elements, and they have some solid sci-fi elements dealing with, like, trip through space and technology and, like, robots and stuff like that. A sassy robot that Cole Spruce's character works for when he's on Earth at this, like, cafe. It does deal with some bigger ideas that are looped in based off of Spruce's character towards later in the film, where, like, he's a stowaway on this ship, and, like, how they want to utilize him for PR and stuff like that. And Zach Braff's character gets introduced, and he's fun. I enjoy him on screen. Like, he's one of the more interesting elements of this film. And you have those kinds of things setting up some bigger thought-provoking ideas that add some layers and depth to the film that just a really straightforward rom-com in space really didn't offer up. And in general, I feel like this film has this idea of, like, it's a rom-com in space, but it never really transcends that. It's just like, cool idea, but it still feels pretty ordinary, which I really don't think it should. It's a rom-com in space, so why isn't this feeling more interesting or more dynamic? It just kind of plays it safe, and in many ways, I think it's a fun, solid movie, and especially the chemistry between the two leads makes it fun to watch. But those are my thoughts on Moonshot. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.